Happy Thursday evening. It is all influencer wrestling. I am your Clout Missioner, Captain Tyrion Guidel, and we are kicking right off with tag team action.
Introducing first, representing Chaos from Norwich, England, weighing in at 226 pounds, the Tank!
They knocked off the Trailblazers last week. We're going to see if they can continue this reign. Will they be a functional team to potentially challenge the dominant RBFS, or will their opponents tonight put a stop to that and stake a claim themselves? Chris Kanellis, Stephen Joyce opening things here. Our main event later on, of course, is the $1,000,000 champion, Jeneth Astorio, taking on her challenger, La Llorona. We have plenty of clout chasers in store for you as well in between. Don't you worry. The crowd here is bouncing along to the bounciest entrance music in all influencer wrestling. Mixed bag for Stephen since our return. 1 win, 1 loss against Renace. Ren managing to put him away to go through to challenge Sevius Doom for the Intercontinental title, which Sevius was able to hang on to, and is back once again tonight. Sevius Doom issuing an open challenge for the Intercontinental title. We will see who shows up to challenge for that. Which team is it that's going to take on the Stream team to kick us off here tonight? They are back. They got a little lost trying to find the new arena, but the fashion is back in all influencer wrestling. Beautiful Bob and Handsome Hank, the deadly Doo-Woo, have returned. We don't know what they've been up to in the time we've been gone. I think they have been in Paris launching their new clothing line. But they are back to keep chasing the clout. And it looks like it is going to be Kanellis and Handsome Hank kicking things off. And let's go. Tying things up in the middle of the ring. Kanellis getting the better of the opening exchange. Clothesline knocks down Hank. And jumping knee. That is just uncalled for. He's a model, for God's sake. The face is how he makes his money. Kanellis going up top. What does he have in mind here? And big flying elbow crashing down onto Hank. Going for the pinfall early on, but there's the 1 count. Rolling outside to catch a little bit of a breather. Kanellis following through. Vaults over the steps and punch once again right to the jaw of Handsome Hank. Up back into the ring, turning his attention to Beautiful Bob now. Kineas is on a mission tonight, and oh, what does he have in mind? This is going to be bad for Hank, and spine first, right onto the hardest part of the ring. And finally, though, that has given Handsome Hank a moment to recover, but in control now and lighting up the face of Kineas. Ref's count continues on, though. Back into the ring. And Hank follows through. And assault over Kineas now prone in the middle. Boots to the shoulder. I think it looked like Hank thought for a moment there, turning his attention to Stephen Joyce, but he keeps thinking better of it. And elbow right to the temple. Kineas now tracked between the duo. Working over the right arm of Kineas, trying to take out the punch-based offense of the Pirate. And unprettier down. And, oh, went for the stomp, but Kineas had it scouted, rolled through. Not a single tag made in this match as of yet, and up for the rack and down. Desperately needs to make that tag, and it looks like, yep, there it goes. Beautiful Bob, now the one in the match. And drop, and turning his attention back, just go 2-on-1 now. Kineas trying to disassemble the Deadly Duo by himself, it seems. And works his way out of that suplex attempt by Beautiful Bob. And there's the tag at last. The fresh Stephen into the match now. Bounces off the ropes and under, and arm drag over, slams down, smack in the middle of the ring. Excellent positioning here by Stephen, but Beautiful Bob, a fresher of the team, he is easily able to kick out at only a 1. Kicks to the chest, Stephen lighting up the model. And spinning clothesline, down he goes once again. Boots in by Stephen. Stomp to the shoulder. What does he have in mind now? He's assessing his position in the ring, working over the ankle, spreading that offense out, but counter there by Bob, now the one in control. Returning the favor, and crack down goes the knee of Stephen. Immediately, though, able to get back in control and allows the tag to happen, plays to the crowd, and it's Handsome Hank driving the tiny hatted head of Stephen smack into the canvas, but boot around Stephen back in control. Over the shoulders and drops onto the knees, stabbing pain going through the gut of Handsome Hank right now, and in the corner, miles away from Bob. 1, 2. Still in it though. The duo not going down quite that easily. They've still got fight left in them yet, and tried to go for a scoop slam, I think. Countered and drop kick off the mid rope. Going for the pinfall in the corner. Kineas not making any attempt, did not need to. Only a 1 for Stephen. Sweeps the legs out from under and double stomp right onto the chest of Hank. Isolated in the corner between the stream team, not a good position for this half of the duo. Counter, boots to the gut, fighting his way back into the match. Wrist lock. Up onto the top, and wrist drag sends Stephen hurtling across the ring. And rolls out to take a little bit of a breather. Over the top we go, and head scissors takedown over the top rope onto the outside. Astounding athleticism by Handsome Hank. And over we go and down. Stephen planted on the outside of the ring there. And crash into the steps. I hope Stephen can recover in time. Not another. We've seen far too many of these count-out victories since our return. Stephen barely back to his feet. Ref scout hits the line. Can he make it in time? And no, a little bit of miscommunication there by the stream team. Kanias calling back up into the ring. Right in front of where Stephen was trying to get back in. And that was enough for the Deadly Duwu to claim the victory. Not the most noble of victories, but a victory nonetheless. Derailing the momentum of Stephen and Kanias and saying they are back in All Influencer Wrestling and they want another shot at RBFS. They got a little bit more to prove to get there, but if they keep this up, they may just be able to do it. Well, grab yourself more popcorn, crack open another beer. We'll be right back with more clout chasing action after these quick messages. Hi, I'm Captain Turiant Guidel, most dashingly handsome pirate in all of Limsa and the Clout Missioner of All Influencer Wrestling. As a swashbuckling pirate, I know a thing or two about hats. And sometimes, even I feel the hats I own are just too big. So when I feel the need for minuscule millinery, there's only one place that comes to mind. TinyHatLabs.com. Tiny Hat Labs have always sought to push the boundaries of what's possible in client engagement millinery feedback solutions. Their guiding question remains the same today as it was when they were founded. What if small hat, but tiny? Operating at the nexus of science, engineering, artificial intelligence, art, fashion and design, Tiny Hat Labs seeks to pave the way to a paradigm shift in headpiece technology. While others ask, how much? TinyHatLabs.com asks, how little? I'm Captain Turiant Guidel, and TinyHatLabs.com is my favourite place for hats on the internet. Welcome back. One-on-one action up now. Two clout chasers, both 1-0 since our return.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making her way to the ring from Columbia, South Carolina, the Enforcer, Lori Bishop.
The Enforcer, Lori Bishop, a dominant win last week over the Seraphim of the Chew, looking to continue her momentum tonight. Her opponent also managing to score a victory last week. We'll see which of these two is able to continue the dominance in this new landscape for All Influencer Wrestling.
And from Los Angeles, California, the Spider.
Back in her hometown, it seems to have reinvigorated, rejuvenated Serenity Spider, our cyberpunk clout chaser, put away the technical expert Chen Harper in a fabulous masterclass of mat-based technicality. But how is that approach going to work for the Spider against the powerhouse that is the Enforcer, Lori Bishop? And the bell has rung. We are off. And knee strike followed up by some other quick strikes there. Very rapid blows from Laurie, really setting the match off at a quick pace. And that is a view that I think a lot of people would pay good money for. A big old hip check right to the face of... And oh my, this is a side of Laurie we have not seen as of yet. Clearly the confidence running high over her victory last week. She is really, well, rubbing it in to the Spider. Attempted to counter there, and Laurie just thrusting the Spider down to the mat. She is taking her time, moving slow. And Spider trying to get back into it, but she simply cannot not get an edge over Laurie. Everything she has tried, Laurie has simply overpowered, and a big leg drop off the top. And my God, could this even be it? No, not even the 1 count though. The Spider laid in wait. I thought potentially setting a trap there, and there's that. We've seen that double axe handle from Laurie to great effect before. And headbutt, mixing up the offense, trying to keep Spider guessing it. I don't think Serenity even knows where she is right now. Axe handle again down onto the chest of Serenity. And just takes a bow before continuing putting those boots in. Spider crawling her way over to the corner. Possibly a mistake. Ref got a little bit in the way there, though. Laurie missed, cracked into the turnbuckle herself, and that brief bit mistake is everything Serenity needed. And what's she going now? Over to the top rope herself? Laurie staggers back to the feet, and a little too long. Spider took just too long to get into position, and Laurie able to drag her down off the turnbuckle and right back into the clutches of Bishop. Arms are hooked up and down. Over goes Spider, and once again... roll to the outside. Bishop had that scouted. Look at that excellent ring awareness there by Laurie. She knew exactly what Serenity was going to try to do there and was right there, ready and waiting. There is no escape from the Enforcer, it seems. Up to the top rope. Yelling for Spider to get back to her feet, and I think Spider caught that, went for the double axe handle off the top. Serenity able to not take the brunt of it, but I don't think her counterattack did near as much as she had hoped. And choke, and uplifted by the throat, crashing down onto the knees. 1, 2, and 3. That was not a match. That was an assault. My gods. Laurie Bishop absolutely destroyed Serenity in that match. And everybody in the YouTube division has to have eyes on Bishop right now, wondering not only how to stop her, but who is next for the Enforcer's sights. We'll see if our next match is going to be any more competitive. A match probably matching the mood of Serenity after that match, because we're all going to feel very blue when we get back after these quick messages. Welcome back. We have scraped what is left of Serenity off the ring. And more one-on-one action up now.
Making his way to the ring from overseas, weighing in at 215 pounds.
Accompanied by childhood friend Averick Brightmoon, Tiff dances his way down to the ring. Tiff and Averick unable to dethrone RBFS, but in singles competition, Tiff has found a little bit of luck, putting away Damian Farner. And now he has an opportunity to continue that streak.
And his opponent from Avalon, weighing in at 150 pounds, The Dream!
The Dream, Abel Theron, making his way down to the ring here. Looking to get a notch in his own win column. It is blue v blue, Dubba D, Dabba Die. And we are off. And it looks like it is Theron who's off to the strong start in the match, planting Tiff immediately. Both very athletic competitors. Incredible flexibility from Tiff, incredible high-flying offense from Abel. This could easily go either way. Averick there on the ringside, cheering his friend on. Of course, these two celebrating with our new Sold Clout champion as of last week. Ashapol dethroning Presri D. And clothesline over the top rope, crashing down. Averick threatening gestures towards Abel in the ring, but of course nothing Averick can do to get involved without costing Tiff the match. He's not happy about it, but there's Tiff back and crossbody off the mid rope whilst Averick had Abel distracted in that little exchange of words there. And a snap to the arm. Tiff now the one in control. Circles around. Up goes Theron. And head scissors down he goes. And over the top. Went for another crossbody. This time Theron saw it coming. Moved out the way as Tiff eats Matt on the outside. And crack into the ring steps. Taking full advantage of what he can get away with on the outside there. And running splash over there. Theron goes back into the ring. Plenty of energy left, vaulting over the top. Tiff, though, follows through, and thankfully, not a count out this time. Backstabber, though, by Theron, and that is not going to do anything to Tiff, as it turns out. Shoulder up. I don't think the ref's hand had even touched canvas for the 1 count with that. Elbow strike to the temple sends Tiff down. Abel Theron in control. Tiff rolls out for a quick breather and right back in. Did not work though, and just using Tiff as a pole almost there. The Dream rolls through though, ducks under the clothesline attempt off the rope and drop kick off the mid rope. These two just pinballing all over the ring, and there's crossbody once again from the mid rope, smack into the middle of the ring, but only a 1 count. Plenty of energy left in the Dream as of yet. Crack over the knee. That has been the bane of many an opponent. What does Tiff have in mind now? And just a straight punch to the face is what that will be. Elbow to the top. And Tiff now going for the high-flying offense all the way up onto the top rope and thought better of it. He saw Theron stirring to his feet. I think he remembered that crash to the outside earlier and thought better of trying it once again, even in the ring. And going right back over the knee again, Tiff in control. I think a little bit of that energy has been beaten out of Theron. Needs a moment to catch his breath and get back into this, but Tiff keeping up the offense. He's not letting that happen. And now we see him back up to the top rope. And once again, though, Theron stirs in time and Tiff thinks better of it. And moonsault, though, off it, he got that one. Baited into the trap and once again up top rope, and this time axe handle, and it connects Theron down on the outside. Counters the Irish whip though, and back into the ring and yeeting himself off the top rope, using it as a springboard. And boots to the face. Theron has found his way back into the match, needs to capitalize. Standing moonsault, cracks down onto the ribs of Tiff, who deftly rolls to the outside. Impressive speed from our tiefling there. And tried to haul Theron down. Theron fights through and lands, rolls through, and he's got that pin locked in deep. That, though, is a position Tiff has found himself in many times before. He knows how to wriggle out of that one. And missile dropkick to the spine and slowing it down now, stalking around the middle of the ring. He's got Theron locked in and up and just suplex over we go. Crashes down. And he is tuning up the band, and there it is. Sweet chin music smack in the middle of the ring. A dirty pin. Dirty pin. The ref caught it. Tiff trying to use the ropes as leverage, and the ref in full view saw that attempt, refusing to count. That is a side of Tiff we have not seen before. He had that match won, surely looked for a little bit of extra assurance there, and that cost him. And crack Theron on the outside. Ref's count hitting 6. He stalks around to the outside, and surely not again. This is how Theron won over Hawkeye last week. Tiff struggles back to his feet. Can he make it? And this time just barely breaks that 10 count. And Fez press. Tiff incensed, fighting back. Dirty tricks used by Tiff. You have to wonder, Averick on the outside there, he is a ball of rage, but nonetheless is a paladin of Sarenrae. You have to wonder what Averick's opinion is on that attempt there by Tiff that really arguably cost him this match. Elbow using the rope as an assist, and Theron goes down. Tiff starting to move slowly though. Gut stomp and step through, and Theron catches the leg and takedown. Throats tried to go there, and diving spinning elbow. Is that going to do it this time? Smack in the middle of the ring. 1, 2, and that has done it. Tiff puts away Abel Theron, but not without some degree of controversy. A victory for our tumultuous tiefling. but that's a bag of tricks we have not seen him dig into before. We'll have to see what that means going forward. If they couldn't beat RBFS fair, is this a new strategy for these two? We'll see things going forward. But we will be back, more one-on-one action, as we have Lucette Forrester back in action up next. We'll see you shortly.
Luz tried everything to open the door, but it wouldn't budge. Hammers, axes, magic, saws, more magic, fire, even more magic, and magic explosions. Still, the door refused her. Why? After all this time and effort, why wouldn't the damn thing open? Sure, it was an enchanted door that would open the path to a potentially catastrophic amount of magic pouring back into the universe, causing endless natural disasters that would drown or bury most cities from existence. But there was an equally high chance that wouldn't happen, and that the magic had been sealed away by ignorant fools for nothing. She had to believe there was a reason why she could tap into a sliver of the magic locked behind the door. That this was it, her singular life purpose. Open the door, restore its magic back to everyone like it used to be in the stories, where anyone could use magic, for good or bad. That had to be it, right? That had to be why she was standing here, in the door's pocket dimension, on a small plot of Earth, large enough for only one person to stand in front of it, swearing at this void-black door with iridescent veins flowing along its surface like water, living, taunting her to just open it already. So why was it so hard to swing the damn thing wide? Somehow, she had shoved the door apart just a crack ages ago. A thin, wispy line of light seeped out of a seam down the center. Whenever she used teleportation magic, as she had decided to call it since she didn't know the correct term and hadn't seen others use it before, probably because it was dangerous and required sliding through space and time, but who was counting? She tapped into a sliver of warmth and power to travel wherever she wished. She'd managed that slight opening unthinking as a child, then never again. What was she doing wrong now? Worse, what if she wasn't doing anything wrong? What if this door wasn't meant to open for her after all? What else could there be for her but this? After everything, after all that searching, what else could there be?
This has been an extract from The Void Door by V.M. Ayala. To read the full story, please visit beneath-ceaseless-skies.com and search for issue 378. And thank you for watching Masterpiece Theatre.
Welcome back, more one, and oh my, we didn't even get Lucette's entrance music started before it's Banshee once again incensed. Banshee failing to put away Lyorona last week to get that title shot against Jeneth. Kiri, her opponent, already waiting in the ring. And the assault by Banshee to kick things off, and that puts this match squarely in Kiri's wheelhouse. And Sagitta there really rubbing that in. Taking full advantage of that distraction there by Banshee. Clearly looking for some outlet for her frustration at being unable to get that shot of the $1 million title. And Lucette and Banshee have been at each other's throats ever since our return. And Lucette, though, baited Kiri to the outside and fighting her way back in, shaking off that assault by Banshee. And now Kiri off the steel steps. Banshee back into the ring. Kiri's recovered, and there we go. Back into the ring, and the match now really kicking things off properly. Repeated elbows and then boots to the gut. Not quite as dangerous as the stilettos of Banshee that Lucette has been feeling in recent weeks, but still. And oh, we have. And clutch locked in. Kiri desperately trying to find out. She's got the leg out, and Kiri able to fight her way out, but she was in that hold for a bit. Stomp onto the fingers. Lucette fighting from underneath after that assault by Banshee at the beginning, and unties the top turnbuckle. Ref saw immediately what she had done and puts it right back, but that is his back is turned. Lucette didn't seem to capitalize on that in any way. Rolls through though, and hauling off the top rope. Sagitta though pinned for only a 2. Lucette continuing to roll through, and boots to the face. It's Kiri back in control. Elbow to the face. Down goes Forrester. Normally, I would say that's not going to be enough. I'm wondering if the attack by Banshee had done more lasting damage. Seemingly not. Only a 1 count. Forrester not going to go down that easy. Looks like going for the powerbomb, but Forrester able to fight through. Missile dropkick. Kiri is down. Wasn't sure if she was going to be able to get a foot on the ropes, but didn't need to. Kicks out at 2. Hauls herself back up using the ropes to assist, and elbow strike. Back and forth, back and forth. Now Forrester back in control. Wrenching down the shoulder of Sagitta, who counters with a vicious headbutt. That head full of secrets and also apparently a vicious weapon. Kick to the spine. Neither of these two competitors really having a domineering edge over, but you have to wonder how that strike by Banshee at the beginning is going to continue to wear on Lucette as it goes. And does she have to have one eye permanently on that entrance wrap to see if Banshee's going to return? Up to the top rope, high flying fighter pilot Lucette. This is where she is at her most comfortable, and crossbody off the top rope. Kiri down on the outside. She is feeling it. The crowd very much on the side of Forrester, but counter by Sagitta. What does Kiri have in mind? Doesn't matter. Elbow strikes by Lucette, fighting her way back out. Rolled into the ring. Lucette follows through. Off the ropes. Ducks under. And big maneuver by Forrester. Plants Sagitta smack in the middle of the ring. And 3. Lucette Forrester. And there she is. Does not get time to enjoy the victory. Banshee, bathed in darkness at the entrance ramp. And Forrester has vengeance on the mind, being baited back to the top of the ramp by Banshee. Ref trying to appeal for calm. I don't think that's going to be particularly effective. And strike. These two are getting into it. Ref trying to break up, and security are out separating these two. Lucette still able to get the victory over Kiri, but furious at what Banshee attempted to do there. These two are broken apart, but that is surely not the end we have seen of these two, as this heated rivalry only continues to escalate. we are going to give things a moment to make sure those two are kept apart and leave the arena separately. But we will be right back with high-octane tag team action right after this. Suplex the train! Himbo power! Come on. Pop more potions. Meteor strike! Oh, I can't suplex it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I can suplex a train, but I can't suplex an octopus. And here is our octopus friendo. Can I suplex an octopus? Nope. Can't suplex an octopus, turns out. Too slippery. Can I suplex Ultima Weapon? So we're going to start chucking some shuriken. I can suplex Ultima Weapon. Come on. We're so close. Lift. Come on, Sabin. Come on. Suplex! Boom! Hippo power! We are back. It is triple threat tornado action up now. 3 teams assembled by random draft. One of them will get a shot at the titles held by Candied Ginger.
The following contest is a triple threat tag team match. Making her way to the ring from overseas, Violet.
Triple threat tornado tag rules. There are no tags in and out. All 6 competitors legal, but only one team can win. Gotta have your head on a swivel in this match. A true test of a tag team's synchronicity, which will make things all the more interesting given that none of these competitors are that familiar with one another. Again, these teams all assembled via a random draft pick. The martial artist Saria Violet proved to be an adept tag partner herself in many teams during her time. Will that carry through with her partner tonight?
From New York, the Animal Princess.
This particular partnership, arguably the odds-on favourites going into the match, the tandem of Saria Violet and Mary. Both have proven to be extremely capable tag team specialists with various partners. Mary establishing herself as a ring general, led many a team to victory with excellent stratagems. Saria, a martial artist, Sun Soul monk, deadly striking offense. These two could be a force to be reckoned with if they can be on the same page. And introducing the second team.
From Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Lady Winters.
Lady Aria Night Valley. She has not had the return to form that she hoped for here in our new arena, our new coast. The Winter Fae Princess, set back perhaps irrevocably in her pursuit of the $1 Shillion title held by Jeneth Astorio, who has had an answer for Aria every single time they have met. Untrusting. Can Aria see her way to victory with a partner, or will the increasingly cold mentality of this Fae Winter Queen prove the undoing of her team? And I have bad news for you, Aria. If there is anyone on the entire roster who is going to have a problem with taking orders from a nobility, it's going to be this scrappy little scrag. Mac Lane, take it from me, not a team player. She will take any opportunity to mock and berate anyone she is supposedly taking orders from. Dangerous in their own right, will they be able to coexist? And the third and final duo for this match tonight, looking to tank main her team to victory and get a shot at Candy Ginger's titles. It's Battlestar Galactica. We have seen how well Battlestar can do in teams, usually as a mixed tag with her tank main team partner Kineas, who we saw in a losing effort in our opening match, knocked off by the deadly Duwu. Will she find success with the partner they have drawn tonight? We will find out shortly. As a reminder, the rules of this match: all 6 competitors in at the same time, only one pinfall or submission to win, however. The first team to score that pinfall or submission will get that title shot. And who is it that Battlestar has drawn as her partner? Now this is going to be interesting. Pulling herself back together after being pounded through the canvas by Jeneth Astorio, Harris O'Shell, the fair weather friend, drawn to team with Battlestar. You could not get 2 more diametrically opposite personalities. Will these two film an unlikely path to victory? Or will the arrogance of Paris prove to be like oil and water for Battlestar? And we are off again. All 6 competitors in the ring at once. No countouts. First to pinfall or submission will get that title shot next week against Candy Ginger that thus far nobody has been able to answer. as I said at the top of the match there, you have to argue odds-on favorites are the team of Saraya, Viola, and Mary. Both proven adept in tag matches, both proven successful with a variety of different partners. Aria Night Valley, definitely a singles competitor. She has never really found much success in the way, and there Paris immediately going for the baseball bat. Not necessarily a strategy that Battlestar is going to approve of, but it's going to be effective nonetheless. And Michaela Lane, the wild card for certain in this situation. Unpredictable and potentially pinned in the middle of the ring, but Aria saw what was going on right behind her. Not even a 1 count. Mac rolls out to recover. Saraya now digging under, and it's sledgehammer time for Violet. And just destroying Mac on the outside. And it's Aria with a disrespectful slap to Battlestar, and Paris there capitalizing on that. And it's Mary and Paris standing in the middle of the ring right now. Yeah, no countouts, no DQ, but the pin or submission does have to happen in the middle of the ring. One member of each team in that ring right now. Could go anyways, and there's a Battlestar thrown back in by Aria and Saraya. We are all back in sheer chaos unfolding here in All Influencer Wrestling. Boot delivered by Mary, flying clothesline by Mac. Saraya locking up with Battlestar over the top, and what does Viola have in mind? Crash, down goes Battlestar. Paris trying to steal a pin over Mac, broken up by Aria. And now Mary in the middle of the ring with a kendo stick. Aria getting the better of Saraya. Mary, same with Paris. Whilst they're locked up, a good opportunity there by Night Valley, though not able to keep Saraya down near long enough for the victory. And Val going for the abdominal stretch. She's got that locked in. Night Valley, though, not tapping out, able to counter. Submission offense, probably the way to go in this match. Keeping an opponent down for a 3 count with the other team unable to interfere is going to be a tall order. But if you can get enough pain, enough torque on your opponent's body to where they can do nothing but tap immediately and blow to the ref having to take a moment to recover on the outside. Mary, 1, 2, I think she didn't even get the 3. Ref unable to count. Close there. I didn't see who it was who knocked the ref silly. She has now recovered back into it. Battlestar powering through. That was potentially a match-ending moment for Mary, but unable to take advantage with the ref out. Val defends off against that shot block by Mary. And what does Paris have in mind for Mac on the outside? Choke and slammed down. Between that and what we saw earlier with Laurie Bishop, this is absolutely the thirstiest episode of All Influence Wrestling we've had in some time, and I am here for it. Counter by Night Valley. Aria has a golden opportunity. Mary then recovers. Val counters. Flip over goes Night Valley. Boot to the face. Mary's right there, capitalized. And repeated clotheslines by Battlestar. And flying kick to the face of Mary. Saraya, though, right there, recovers. And it's Aria Night Valley who breaks up the pinfall. Paris punching Mac right in the face. Tackled down by Night Valley. Night Valley now the only one standing tall, and she's got Battlestar in the ropes. Can they get through? And steel chair by Mary to the face of Paris O'Shell. Mary absolutely lighting up Paris on the outside, and Battlestar head between the legs of Aria. Not going to be able to capitalize though with Sarria standing right there. Val knows it. Taking it to Violet, who's able to counter that monk training of Sarria Violet, proving extraordinarily effective. Quick kill, quick kick, excuse me. Battlestar tied up in the ropes. Mac thrown into the corner by Violet. Takes a quick step back. And Paris throws Violet into the corner. And chop to Battlestar and face plant. Everyone else seemingly tied up. Could this be an opportunity for Night Valley? 1, 2, and Paris breaks up the pinfall, saving the team and saving this match. We continue to roll on. Sarria's got the kendo stick. Countered by Mac, though. Doesn't want any part of that. Hurls Violet into the ring barricade, and now it's Mac with the baseball bat. And Paris is back, looking nice and exposed, but quick slap and face plant. Paris standing tall. Mary down. Has she recovered in time? Violet there, able to roll through, kick it, saves the match. No, anyone. And Val's got Mary up. Powerbomb on the outside. Mary could be down and out. Meanwhile, just bodies strewn in the ring. Aria, Night Valley, and Mac able to recover, break up the pinfall. I'm not sure how Mary got back into the ring. Somebody may have thrown her prone body in there. DDT to Mac. Absolute chaos in this match, and it could go any way at any moment. Battlestar, the pin on Mary. Refs there. I don't think Aria's noticed, and Mary fighting to stay in it, but that was almost it. Bat to the face. Aria Night Valley sends to Battlestar, ties up into the ropes. Mac running dropkick to Mary. Takes a moment to psych herself up in the middle of the ring. A little bit of teamwork there by Aria and Mac. Team working well together. And now Mary... and Aria wriggles through, going for the delayed vertical suplex. Night Valley wriggled through. And it's Mac tried to go for it, but Sarria is right there, not letting that pinfall happen. And once again, many back into the ring, and powerbomb by Battlestar to Aria, but way too many bodies in the ring to capitalize. Throwing the horns up, and Boots stopping that pinfall by Violet against Paris. And the ref got in the middle of it again. Almost knocked Law A loop. I think she's able to recover. She caught a blow there by Aria. The ref needs to stay away from this. There are limbs, bodies, blows flying everywhere. The ref catching strays. She's got to protect herself. A bit of teamwork there, it seems, by Battlestar and Paris. Didn't last long. Boot by Aria. Paris grappling with Mac. Mary taking a moment to recover there in the corner, and it is Paris who is in control right now. Mary, though, back in time. Paris unable to capitalize, just putting those disrespectful boots to the face of Aria, and she's got the abdominal stretch locked in. And there's Sarria to break it up before Mac can even think about tapping out. Battlestar sends Mary into the steel steps. Aria locked for a loop on the outside. Mac going into the corner. Sarria waiting, but Val had it scouted. Scoop slam. Val's got Sarria down. The only other conscious being in the ring is Paris. 1-2, and that was almost it. A grand opportunity there for Battlestar to score the victory for their team, but Mary simply too tenacious. Knee strike by Sarria, followed up by ankle strikes by Mac. Goes for the pinfall, but simply not near enough clearance to get that. And what does Aria have in mind? She's got the spine wrenched back, but getting punches to the side of the face for her trouble. Sarria Violet fights her way out. And Everyone grappling up right now. It looks like we've got Arya onto the top of the shoulders of Mac. Down she goes. Torture Rack locked in by Mac. Saria fights out, and now Val plants Mary. But Mac on the top, waiting for an opportunity, and misses by a country mile. Just stopping to do some press-ups whilst Val lights up Mary with a kendo stick. And what do we have? Broken up by Paris. A moment of breathing room perhaps, but we are back to all six in the ring and chaos once again, wrenching the arm of Mary. Max got that talk in there. There's Saria waiting to punish her for it. Looking for a place to throw out the trash. She can't quite decide where to go. And there's Val. One and kick by it. Oh, we almost had it. Excellent opportunity taken though by Paris. Note that super kick knocked out the other team. And the arrogance of Paris. We've seen this before. 1, 2. Is that going to be it? And there's Mary for the save. Val and Paris working surprisingly well together right now. It was only the ring awareness of Mary that stopped another path to victory for this deceptively dynamic duo, and Mary held in place by Paris whilst Val plants Mac, both going for the pinfall. And there's Arya. Spear by Night Valley. Saria Violet follows through, knocking her down. It's now Val standing tall, the team of Saria and Mary facing down. Arya back to her feet though. Ducks the blow by Mary and flying kick by Val. Mac following through with a boot to the face. It's Val and Mac, the only two standing in the middle of the ring. If one of those two can get the momentum on their side, this could end it whilst everyone else is distracted or otherwise down. Mac realizing Val has rolled out. Mary not in a great position. Mac repositioning. Can she go for the pinfall here? I don't know what her strategy was, but it did not work. Arya locking in the figure 4 on Battlestar, but the submission cannot happen. She's got the lock. The bridge is in. Incredible pain for Battlestar, but she cannot submit outside. In the meantime, back in the ring, Mary's got Mac down. 1, 2, and that's it! And that is it. What a match. Falls. I'm exhausted just watching that. But at the end of the day, it was the odds-on favourites that claimed victory. Mary and Saria Violet in a hell of a match fight their way through to a shot at Candied Ginger's double clout titles next week. Oh, I am going to grab myself a drink after that. We're going to clear the ring of all the weaponry. And we have 2 more matches left on the card for you tonight. First up, an open challenge. Sevius Doom puts the Intercontinental title on the line against any who wants to challenge for it. Let's see how that works out up next.
Hi, I'm Captain Turiant Guidel, most dashingly handsome pirate in all of Lumsalaminsa, and the Clout Missioner of all Influencer Wrestling. As a swashbuckling pirate, I know a thing or two about hats, and sometimes even I feel the hats I own are just too big. So when I feel the need for minuscule millinery, there's only one place that comes to mind: tinyhatlabs.com. Tiny Hat Labs have always sought to push the boundaries of what's possible in client engagement millinery feedback solutions. Their guiding question remains the same today as it was when they were founded. What if small hat, but tiny? Operating at the nexus of science, engineering, artificial intelligence, art, fashion and design, Tiny Hat Labs seeks to pave the way to a paradigm shift in headpiece technology. While others ask, how much? TinyHatLabs.com asks, how little? I'm Captain Tyrion Guidel, and TinyHatLabs.com is my favourite place for hats on the internet.
Welcome back. Welcome back.
Champion contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Internet Championship.
And who do we have to Oh my. Sevius may be facing his doom. Benny has answered the call. 1/3 of RBFS. Your double clout champions. It looks as if RBFS are intending to add the Intercontinental title to their trophy cabinet, thereby making Benny a double champion. His brothers Frederico and Reinhardt accompanying him to the ring as always. This is going to be an uphill battle for Sevius and no mistake. And here he comes. He knocked off Renace last week to retain that title. Can Sevius repeat that feat? He's got confidence, and most importantly, he's got the clout. He is your inaugural Intercontinental Champion. Nobody will ever be able to take that accolade away from him. The same cannot be held, unfortunately, for the title itself. This trio of Minotaurs have been one of the most domineering forces in the all-influencer wrestling landscape. And it is going to take a Herculean effort for Sevius to put Benny away. Nonetheless, he has managed it thus far, and you cannot underestimate the power of Doom.
Introducing the challenger from overseas, weighing in at 499 pounds, one half of the Internet Champions, Bernie! And his opponent from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing in at 200 pounds, the Internet Champion, the X-Factor!
Frederico and Reinhardt at ring looking on, supporting their brother. It is, whilst we have usually seen RBFS in multi-man tag action, we have seen Benny in solos competition before. He is the solo specialist of RBFS. They have put their best hoof forward. Let's see how Sevius does. And he's off to a solid start. Got that initial strike, but he made that mistake that so many others have of trying to overpower one of RBFS. So back to the strike-based offense, and it's working for him. He's got the boot in. This is exactly what Sevius needs to do. He's got to keep the strikes coming quick and hard. He's got to do hit and run offense. He cannot give Benny a moment to breathe, a moment to recover. And working over the wrist now, trying to keep the offense down, isolating the body part, moving around to the legs, not sure really where to target, so he's just hitting absolutely everything, trying to keep Benny guessing. Choking him out and going for a pin extraordinarily early on. No way that was going to end the match, but it sends a message to Benny. It sends a message to not underestimate Sevius. Rolls through, grapples on the outside, and strike to the kidneys. And going right back to that same well. It worked before, it will work again. And impressive performance by Doom. He knew he was going to be the underdog coming into this, and he is out to send a message to every clout chaser that he is not backing down. Rando straight into a scoop slam by Benny, and this is exactly the situation Sevius needed to not be in. Benny has got him in his clutches, and it is going to be a hell of a task for Sevius to fight his way out of this. And I think those sharp knees of Benny, it does look like indeed a crimson mask flooding down the face of Sevius Doom. It did not take many strikes from Benny to bust open the X Factor. Up into the air, crashing down to the canvas, and now slowing the pace down, driving the thumb into the neck of Sevius. Keeping the pace slow, keeping things... I think... elbow to the gut there, maybe? Sevius got some sort of counter in there, but it didn't last long enough. And Benny hoists Sevius up over the shoulder and running slam back in the middle of the ring. You see the blood caking the face of Sevius, but kicks out only at 2. It's going to take more than that. You see Frederico there on the outside. He thought that was it. He can't believe Sevius is still in this. Rolls through. And a slap to the back of the helmet, followed by another. Sevius keeping Benny disoriented. Hey, what are you going to do about it? He says to his brothers. For strategy, though, giving Benny a moment to recover. Sevius getting into it with Frederico and Reinhardt on the outside. Though able to land that flow, Benny not able to recover in time. A ballsy move by Sevius. It does seem to have paid off. And what does he have in mind? And oh my god, damn near 500 pounds of beef up for the Razors. Holy hells. The spine of Sevius. Look at the pain on his face. But he's... Holy hells, he's done it.
Here is your winner.
He pulled it off. My gods. Sevius Doom, the Intercontinental title, puts away Benny of RBFS. The mentality we have seen, that adrenaline rush, like a parent lifting a car to save a strapped child. Sevius hauled Benny up for the razor's edge, defying all expectations. 3 count Sevius Doom, proving why he is your Intercontinental title. 1 title match down, one in which the title holder was arguably the underdog. The flip about to happen. Main event up next. La Llorona challenges the $1,000,000 champion, Jeneth Astorio. We'll be right back after this.
諦めろ悪いやからあんたらなんかじゃたばらってもかなわんクワバラクワバラクワバラ目にも止まらん速さくたばらんたまらん下がらん押し通すわがままそこだけには邪魔だ俺はもう一人のあなたサラちゃんカヤちゃんワンサカ読みの国ワンダラ極東中になんだが4時44分もあったら4尺4分4分様がカメラジャパンから呼ぶ声がしたんならもう一人お疲れ様や入れた入れた入れた入れた入れた必死で吐いてた先で君は晴れた猫と僕がうまく噛み合ったら痛みが重なったら心から頭みなぎってゆくなんだか背中に今羽が生えたならば暗闇からさらば飛び立ってゆく体心から頭懐かしい暖かさ足元に今花が咲いたならば暗闇からさらば飛び立ってゆく体何度だって生きるお前や君の中またのラや耳の中胸の奥についてるメロディーリズムに
We're back. Let's go.
Contest is scheduled for one fall, and it is for the Internet Championship.
First up, our challenger, La Llorona. Jeneth Astorio rightfully confident. An absolute powerhouse, she has threatened to break La Llorona clean in half during this defense. Two and 0 since her return. She defeated Kiri and Banshee to make her way into this shot. Can La Llorona go 3-0? It's gonna take some doing. Not undefeatable, she has been knocked off before, but not often. Jeneth Astorio is one of the highest win rates in the history of All Influencer Wrestling. Looking to add another notch into the belt. La Llorona is ready to go, but there's only so much you can do to prepare for this woman. The Chillionaire, Jeneth Astorio. Many wants to pry that title from around her waist. None have been able to. Of course, with the size, the power, the demeanor of Jeneth, you have to ask yourself, is the Sold Clout title in a similar position now. It is around the waist of Ashapon. And that's what we are here for tonight, the $1 million title. Jeneth Astorio ready to go, ready to knock just another competitor down. But La Llorona looking to score her first title in All Influencer Wrestling.
Introducing the challenger from San Salvador, El Salvador, La Llorona! And her opponent from parts unknown, the Internet Champion, Jen!
And there it is, over the shoulder of Astoria, as we have seen so many times before. Her first time challenging for this belt. La Llorona is going to give this match everything she has. Is it going to be enough? Sizing each other up, and look how, even as one of the largest, most domineering women in the YouTube division, Astorio even powers over La Llorona. Not a lot of our competitors can say that, and look at the sheer strength of Jeneth, my god. Military press, throwing La Llorona down onto the canvas, immediately following through, crack onto the knee. And boot to the spine. Wrenching got the nose, raking the face of La Llorona. And just a big old boot, which for Jeneth just looks like a casual step through, and hoisted up by the face and slammed down. Thus far, this match working out exactly the way Astorio's matches tend to go. A dismantling, going right back to that and a fight out, went back to the military press. La Llorona able to fight her way through. I think Astorio, you saw the expression on her face there. She realized she didn't have the grip she thought she did, and La Llorona sends Astorio crashing to the outside of the ring. Picking her mode of attack, waiting, it seems, for Astorio to get back. Allows her opponent to get back into the ring, and they're tied up, not going for anything high-flying, not wanting to take the risks. La Llorona applying a cautious, measured, but arguably sensible approach to this match. She's not giving anything away. Boots in, goes for the early pinfall. No chance in hell that was going to end the match, but sends the message. Sends to Astorio, you are not invincible. Your shoulders have hit the mat. And quick strikes. Lights up. Boot to the face to follow up. And now La Llorona going for the high-flying offense. Elbow off the top. Plants down on Astorio. Hits 2 count this time. And Astorio kicks out at the 2. Pulls back up. An impressive showing by La Llorona. She has done her homework. She has watched the tape. But there, hip toss by Jeneth counters. And counter by La Llorona. Up she goes. She's got all the musculature of Jeneth off and drapes her, hanging out to dry over the top rope. Throws up the horns. La Llorona is feeling confident. Overconfident, perhaps one might say. Leg sweep. Jeneth now firing up. Grabs their hair. Bounces La Llorona into the turnbuckle and giant chop. And hang upside, it is the Tree of Woe from the Weeping Woman. And now just the disrespect by Astorio. And she's waiting for La Llorona to get back to her feet. Up she goes and planted down. And is that going to be it? 1 foot on, 2. No. No, the confidence of Jeneth, for once undeserved. La Llorona is not going to go out like that. And Astorio is furious. La Llorona rolls to the outside. Astorio yelling her plan, waiting for her opponent to get back to her feet. Rolls back into the ring. Slowly takes her time, but there, running clothesline by Llorona knocks Astorio off the feet. Follows through, and what are we seeing here from La Llorona? And advances down. She got those arms hooked in well. Jeneth rolls through to escape. Went for a strike. La Llorona grabbed and countered and kicks to the gut. And it's now La Llorona's time to haul Jeneth around. We have not seen many people do that to Astorio. And she's got that in, but their mistake by La Llorona, underestimating the size of Jeneth, went through for a submission maneuver, but the height of Astorio, legs easily able to get the rope break. La Llorona, though, played it off, dusting off the shoulders like it was intended, went for a flying elbow off the top, and Astorio prone in the middle of the ring. Not a situation we usually see Jeneth in, and over the shoulder, and plants. Could this be it? Learned from that previous mistake, La Llorona repositions Astorio to the middle of the ring, but is that too long? Has that given Astorio time to recover? 2, is that going to do it? Holy hell, she's done it! I hope nobody put too sizable a bet on that match. What a result! She learned, she repositioned, she'd studied her opponent, studied the tapes, and finally somebody had an answer for Jeneth Astorio. La Llorona is your new $1 million champion. If we know anything about Astorio, though, she is not going to be taking that lying down. What a match, what a show. Title change, title defense by Sevius, and we now know our title match next week. Candied Ginger will defend against the team of Mary and Saria Violet. Will we have another upset next week? We will find out. Meanwhile, I have been your Clout Missioner, Captain Tyriant Guidal. Stay safe, stay hungry, and above all else, stay #out for Clout.